Hello, my name is Jonathan Weigel, and I'll be showcasing my Project 2. And for this, I've been focusing down on an inventory system. I haven't really, sort of super fleshed it out, like adding, um, allowing the player to pick up items or all that, but I've got a certain baseline going on right now. So what is happening right now is if I press I, we can now see that I have a new inventory widget called the backpack. And what this will allow me to do is store in items. There will be a sound that's complemented with this, but as of right now, there is no sound for right now. However, if we go over to the object here that I've placed down, this is a new object that I'm going to be adding. I'm kind of using a inventory asset right. Well, not inventory, but not a market, but a starter content asset. This is supposed to be sort of like an herb or something like that. If I pick this up, you can hear that a sound has been played. This is basically the same squish sound that the slime over there makes when it is spawned in. But I could further work on that, making the sound different for each item that is being picked up. So for right now, it's not really being picked up. The actor is being destroyed for right now. It was just a sample test on how to just pick up an item. And also, I need to work on hitboxes and just storing it into the inventory. But for right now, it's just simple as is. So we can see right here, it is sort of a convoluted mess right now, but it's for the inventory window. This is all for the inventory window. And what I have created are three things: the HUD, inventory slots, which are the slots that have appeared when you press the inventory key. These slots right here. And the inventory window, which is basically just the let me go back to the designer page, which is basically this big thing right here. So, with all that said, when we go into our graph, we could see the whole sort of mess of stuff. It's just the blueprint of the inventory system that I studied, which this for loop right here is basically telling us the number of slots and all that stuff that need to be added. This creates the inventory widget, the inventory slot widget, which appears on the screen. And then it adds the child to a grid. And with that, we set the columns and rows. And with this number right here, being divided by 8 and the percentage of 8, it basically maps out the how much space we have on our inventory screen. And this right here is the inventory name, which I set in this inventory component right here, which also acts as the as more of just like a whole bunch of this is like the backbone of what happens when the inventory key is pressed, in which it all goes right here. And this right here is just the positioning and the alignment of the inventory key, and the input UI only mode is what allows my player to access their inventory and have the mouse and click this window right here to not to exit out of it, or just press I in general. And this one up here is to remove the parent, which cancels out the if you press the inventory key again, it will close out the inventory instead of just stacking the inventory itself. In these structures right here, the item structure and the slot structure is in the works right now, but the slot structure, this item structure and the slot structure works right now. But what this will do is allow me to create items for the player, just different items in general, healing, weapons, parts, and all that. And right here is the item actor, which this is the herb you saw on the ground. Well, the bush right here. So we can see this is the actor. And what this is just, that's the child. This right here is a child class. And this right here is like the main class, and this is just the child that that allows me to copy all of this into another one without having to just keep on copying and pasting blueprints across item classes. So this is a child, and this is the main one, and what this is doing is just, as I said, destroying the item and playing a sound. And so what this allows me to do is it's just a beta test. It's like testing just to see if I can pick up the item or not. So that, and I've also created a first-person character. A lot of things with the character, allowing the interaction. This is basically just the key pressing, and if we go into my project settings and we go into the input, I've added 2 new buttons. The interact button, which is going to be E, it's always going to be E, or hot swap and all that stuff, and inventory, which is I for my game right now. And then this is just the player controller for the widget, the inventory widget. And that is about it for right now. And when I get back, when I get some more time, I'm going to be focused on adding more items to the game, mainly like parts and all that stuff, which will be pretty cool. So that's it for right now. Thank you.